Hello, happy Saturday to everyone. Okay, so I wanted to do this video about Tasha K. Y'all give it up for Tasha K. Give it up. Give it up. Okay. I didn't want to talk about it for the longest, and then just recently when Cardi B filed a couple weeks ago filed the new claim against Tasha K husband and the new company they have in her lawyers and everything. I went over that information um either last week. I think that was last week. Excuse me. But Tasha K has been, in my opinion, excuse me, vindicated on the fact that she is a rich bitch. Okay. I'm not sure I can say the B word on here. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I did, but my channel is small, so maybe they won't catch it. I don't know. But I will say I am so happy to see that Tasha K has a win here, because I know a lot of people are talking about her new big deal that she had, and she said for many years that she had something big in the making. And I remember, what's up, Yada? Yada, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hello to everyone. Okay, I remember for years Tasha K has been saying that she had something big coming up, and I even remember Choke No Joke. I believe that was last year. He said that something big was coming up with Tasha K, and so now we know that. Hello, now we know that Tasha K, her biggest deal so far has been, I guess, approved or submitted, process or whatever. Y'all big it up for Tasha K, okay? Now, I don't like the fact that she put out information about Cardi B and she lost the case, but I know how those celebrities do, y'all. I'm thinking just because Tasha K put that evidence out or put that information out does not mean the information was not true. Okay, she was dealing with a huge celebrity. Okay, and Cardi B has celebrity status. She has access to a lot of money, so she can make things happen. And I say that like I say that about any other celebrity. Okay, they all have that money, like Jay-Z, Diddy. Okay, they all have that money where they could get a court case to be dismissed or pushed to the side, or they could end up winning the case, and it may or may not be fair. Think about the Ramir case that him and his godmom have against Jay-Z all these years, okay? Even when his mom was alive, he's been trying to fight for Jay-Z to take a paternity test, and Jay-Z refuses to, but yet keeps him and his godmom in the courts, and they're racking up a whole bunch of court fees and everything, and it looks like everything is working out in Jay-Z's favor, but what Ramir wanted was a paternity test, and Jay-Z will pay almost millions of dollars, allegedly, to get Ramir to sit down somewhere and make him and his godmother pay money out of pocket. But I'll get you up out of here. But all he had to do was submit to a paternity test. That's it. That's it, and that's all. He could have did that real quick, and the case could have been done years ago. But no, he wants to keep pulling them through court, and I feel like the court system is working in Jay-Z's favor because he's the bigger celebrity. But anyway, I said all that to say that we don't actually know if that information was correct. Think about the Megan Thee Stallion case against Tory Lanez. Okay, I followed that case the whole way through. All right, and the filings and the information that was in that case, the testimonies and everything, did not add up to Tory Lanez. Did not add up to Megan Thee Stallion having bang bang fragments in her foot. No, the first doctor said there was no fragments. The second doctor said it was. So how can that be different? If you do an X-ray, wouldn't the X-ray show the same thing? How the X-ray gonna show something different? The first doctor said that there was glass in that they found in Megan's foot, and the second doctor said that there were the bang bang fragments. So you tell me what you think about that. But whatever, if you got the money, I'm pretty sure you can make some things happen. I know in my everyday life, if I had the money to do some things, it would push me up in certain places. So anyway, like I said all that to say that Tasha K put that information out about Cardi B because she was given that information from what they call a um, a person who know Cardi B and knew that that information was true. They came and gave Tasha K that information, and of course Cardi B sued and she won. So with this deal that Tasha K has, it's with Oceanic Tradewinds. I'm gonna read what they said. Okay, this is from Black Topics, is where I'm getting this information from. I believe they're just on YouTube, but yeah, they say congratulations. Tasha K inks a partnership deal with radio and TV syndicator Oceanic Tradewinds, the company behind some of the biggest names in urban media, including Wendy Williams, Ricky Smiley, and Donnie McClurkin. She will also headline the Everything is Allegedly tour, a one-woman comedy tour across 16 cities, beginning in this September. Now, in a statement from Oceanic Tradewinds, the founder and president, Gary Bernstein, said, working with Tasha reminds him of when he worked with Wendy and syndicated her. That same star power, that same connection to the people, we're moving aggressively to syndicate Tasha nationally and globally. Okay, girl? Like, to me, that's the biggest deal I've seen so far from a YouTuber. Now, I don't know a whole lot of YouTubers, but I do know that that deal is huge. It's major. Now, if you don't know what syndication means, it means to take one's ownership. So, to me, she gets support from a major company, but she loses all rights to her stuff. But she gets, they're going to put her up. Think about the music industry, right? Say you have Sony. This is allegedly, I'm making it so that you can understand for the people in the back who don't understand what any of this means, okay? Say you have an artist that works with Sony, right? And they are a huge, big time singer. They can sing real good, but they don't have money to back their stuff. So they need studio time. They need money to produce their record, right? They need to be able to go on a tour, so they need money to go on the tour. So Sony, allegedly, this is all just a made up story, okay? Sony would back them. They would hold them up pretty much and get them out there to where they need to be. Then they'll blow up and become a major superstar. And it's all because of Sony, because Sony was the person that put them out there and made them big. So that's what's going on with Tasha K. But it's good though, because right now she's in a huge legal battle with Cardi B, allegedly owing Cardi B almost $4 million. And of course, the court case is still going on because Cardi B just submitted a new court case. So I'm pretty sure Tasha K is like, finally, okay, she had to file bankruptcy. She had to change over her studio name to it, get the whole business in another name, which companies do that all the time. If you have like a local restaurant or business that you see in your area and it's the same store, but they changed their name, they probably filed for bankruptcy and, so they can get rid of that debt and then just start new debt. Because to me, it is easier to start over. No one likes to do anything new, But good thing about Tasha K, she didn't have to start over when it came to getting all her people. Okay, she has the wino gang. You know, I'm pretty sure she's going to have the wine up and coming. You know, she talked about having her own wine and wine glasses and things of that nature. So I'm pretty sure they're going to promote everything for her so that she can grow and just be bigger than big. Okay. Now she's already been doing like a one woman show last year and the year before that. She started doing that. And I believe that was so she could get some money to pay Tasha K because I'm sorry, to pay Cardi B because she's been on this payment plan to pay Cardi B back, and that's why Cardi B brought her back into court, or is trying to bring her back into court because she's saying she's out here making money. So why she can't pay me my money? Why we need a payment plan? She should be able to pay me my money. So I'm thinking with this Oceanic Tradewinds deal for Tasha K, it probably came with a big check. It probably came with a huge check. So I don't know. We haven't heard any information about payment, but I'm pretty sure if you're given a contract, then you're probably going to be given a check as well. And then with that check, you can use that to pay Cardi B, and then the case is over and done with because Cardi B would have been paid her money, and then now you don't have to worry about her in court anymore. Big up to Tasha K, man. I didn't know. I was just like, oh my goodness. I'm just like everyone else is just watching. But Tasha K knew this deal was coming, y'all. And a lot of people have been on YouTube talking about Tasha K going to jail. Now, I ain't say no mess like that. They were talking mad junk about Tasha K, and she had to sit back and not say anything about that because that's what you do with your haters. And I know a little bit about that. When your enemy is working against you, okay, you sit back and look at them like, okay, I remember that. Like, I'm remembering everything. Okay, you said that. Okay, I can't wait because she already knew this deal was going to come about. She already knew. It's been in the making for 3 years now. And then she's been this YouTuber. She's been doing her thing on YouTube for about 14 years, I believe. So, like, this is a huge, very huge deal for Tasha K. And so, all those people, Armand Wiggins, who it's been so many people. I just remember seeing Armand doing talking about Tasha K. I mean, he was going in, y'all. He was talking about Tasha K like every single day. I can't wait to go look at his channel to see if he gonna talk about this big win she got right here because I know enemies. Okay, I've had enemies. I've had to sit back and let my enemies shine until it was my time, and it's gonna be my time again real soon. And I'm gonna sit back and do exactly what everybody else do when their enemies are up there talking junk, being wrong, thinking they know but they don't know. I just love to see huge wins like this when it's with someone that I actually like. And like I said, Tasha K gives information, and it's information you're not going to hear anywhere else, pretty much. Usually, what she talks about, no one else has that scoop. She has that scoop. That's like a gift to have people who want to contact you directly. Let me speak to Tasha K. Let me tell my story to Tasha K. For her in this industry, it's a big deal. Just like Wendy Williams. Think about Wendy Williams. People hated Wendy Williams. And I was like up and down with Wendy Williams, but at the same time, I felt like the information she was given was 100% real. Now, she would say whatever. Okay, but she from New Jersey, New York, that's what they do, right? They're tough like that. They have that thick skin. So they talk tough, and That's how they're just being true to themselves. And Tasha K, I believe she's from Florida, but she has that same type of image, that same type of buildup or makeup. Okay, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and that's what it's gonna do. But yeah, I can't wait to see Armand Wiggins, because I'm like, I don't know about him yet. Like, I tried to like him, but he's super duper cocky, and it's just weird to me. It's like, I don't know. I don't like people like that. That lead with their ego. I can't stand to see people do that, because I feel like you're going to crash and burn, and you need to, slow your brakes. Okay, you need to pump your brakes, and that's what they say. You need to pump your brakes, sit down somewhere, but usually they don't. But yeah, so that is amazing to hear. I'm so happy that Tasha K has this huge win right here, and I just think it's amazing. Big ups to Tasha K on that one right there. That was a very huge move, and now she will be international, global, okay? Because her syndication would have her working and doing stuff that's going to promote her everywhere, in all countries, not just America. Her information, however they're going to do it, she's going to be everywhere. So, in all countries and everything, that's huge. It's real huge. And because of who she is, as long as she keep a good reputation, if the syndication was to leave, and most contracts end, right, she'll still be able to hold herself up. Now, I'm pretty sure she'll be able to work with a lot of different brands, and, get those brand deals and all types of stuff like that. But right now, what she's doing is she's allowing regular people who have businesses to promote their businesses on her platform. She has a lot of different areas where you could promote your business. You could do this and that. And I was actually thinking about doing it myself. But when I was going to do it, and then she put out this post against this girl who was in my industry, and it just didn't look good. And I was like, okay, now's not the time. Now's not the time. I can't have my business with hers, and she just talked about that, and then it's not going to look good. But because there's a time and place for everything, right? That's why when you're working on something, you may feel like, dang, why is this not happening right now? I want it to happen now, but the timing may not be right. The atmosphere may not be right. Who you working with may not be the right person to work with. You just pretty much have to fill stuff out, and you just have to keep going. Like, I was talking about that with my son yesterday, about how you have to keep going. You think, like me, for instance, with my business, it's hard being a business owner, okay? Sometimes you're not sure when you're going to get paid. It's like up in the air. It's like, I could get paid this month. Hopefully it's this month, or it could be the beginning of next month. Like, sometimes you don't know. And it puts you out there, like, it could make you doubt yourself. It could make you want to give up. Like, a lot of people would just give up, because it's so easy. It's so easy to say, you know what? I'm going to just clock in on someone's job. I'm not going to do what I really want to do in my heart, what my heart is telling me or pushing me towards. It's too much. I can't handle it. It's making me sad. I don't know. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings, okay? Think about Tasha K. How hard it would have had to been for her to get this $4 million lawsuit against you, almost $4 million lawsuit against you, and you still got to push through and go to work each and every freaking day. How many of us can say we can actually do that? I know me 20 years ago wouldn't have been able to do that. Because me 20 years ago wouldn't have even had the courage to step out of my comfort zone and build a business for myself. 20 years ago, I was dead scared. I wasn't doing nothing that I thought I was going to fail at because I didn't want someone to laugh at me. Okay? I didn't want people to say, I told you, you know, and it hurts. But when you're doing something, when you're going after a goal or something for yourself, a lot of times you have to just go through it. And you may fail. You may fall. You may fall flat on your face and get a big ass scar right here. You may black your eye when you fall, but you got to keep going and you got to keep showing up because one day it's going to pay off. One day, okay? One day it's going to pay off. Please believe me when I say, okay? Oh my God, I'm preaching to myself right now. Oh my goodness. Yes, one day I'm going to reach that income goal that I have in mind. And you're going to look back at my videos and be like, oh, dang, yeah, I could tell. I see the difference. I see the difference. Yeah. She looks like money now. She didn't really look like money back then. Yeah, I see the difference. Yeah. But I'm saying this because I'm pretty sure it's people that's like me, that's like Tasha K, that have something they want to do, been given a whole bunch of obstacles, had a lot of roadblocks in their way, but they didn't give up and they're not going to give up. And I'm one of those ones. I'm not giving up. I don't care. I moved to a whole different state so I wouldn't be surrounded by no one who knows me. So they could say, oh, she's not going to make it. They don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Unless they're watching my social media. And they might see this and be like, oh, she was talking shit. Show Liz. Yeah, because you didn't support me in anything I did. You needed a life insurance policy for you and your children and your family. And if you got one, you went around me and got it from someone else when you could have just supported me because why not? But you didn't support me. And it's okay because my work is not determined by you supporting me, okay? Because I know I'm bigger than that, all right? I know my worth. And when you know your worth, and you know to keep going and keep proceeding because one day everything is going to all do what it's supposed to do. And you're going to reach your goals and it's going to be the hugest win ever. But yeah, that's it feels great to me. Her win just reminds me that you can do what it is you need to do regardless of what setbacks you have because things don't always look right, but at the same time you still have to keep going. Okay, like I was talking to this guy yesterday and I woke up and I was real energized. I was real happy. I was just in a good mood yesterday. And I was determined to not let anything mess up my mood. And when I get like that, I might not answer a call or two. I might not answer no calls because I want to keep my energy up high. And I know if I pick up that phone and talk to certain people, it's going to bring me down. And I know that's probably their goal because that's just a comfort zone, right? They feel comfortable there. But I'm not trying to be comfortable there. No. I'm trying to be better and I'm trying to vibrate higher. So I need to be around great energy so I can't answer that call. And you have to do the same thing. So I was talking to this guy. I'm vibrating high. Here he goes with this low energy stuff. And, some people, they just don't know how to transmute it to something that's going to actually help them. So he's like, yeah, I'm feeling bad, and I don't have no one with me. It's just me. I lost my wife and my child. And I'm just like, oh, if I didn't lose someone close to me as well, or two people that were very close to me as well, I probably wouldn't know how to really say what I said. But I say, you know what? I'm pretty sure they're with you every step of the way, and they're cheering you on. So I sent him a cheerleader emoji, and I sent him a couple hearts because, like I tell my children, it's up to you with how you want to feel. Only you can control your emotions. You remember the Smokey Bear commercial? Only you can stop forest fires. Forest fires. Try saying that 5 times. Forest fires. But I feel like that. Like, only you can control your emotions. And if you don't control your emotions, you're going to let them control you. And once they start controlling you, then you're not in control. And then what? Then what you going to do? Then you're going to be stuck feeling sad and depressed and feeling bad about whatever it is, when you don't have to feel like that. That's a state of, you don't have to feel like that. If you're wanting to feel that pain and hurt and stuff, it's because that's where you're wanting to be. So with that guy, I sent him that cheerleading emoji and that heart because I knew I just needed to cut it off. I already said, dude, I wish the best for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. My day is great. If I tell you I'm having a great day, why are you going to even tell me how bad you feeling? Unless you trying to make me feel bad like you. And that's another thing. Like, you have to stop hanging around people who like feeling bad, because it's a lot of people who just feel bad all the time. They wake up each and every day. It's some bullshit. I swear it's something every single day. It's like, oh my goodness. You already know when you see that call, when you see that text message, you already know something done happened. And it's like, oh my goodness, do I want to go down that emotional roller coaster? I don't even like roller coasters. What's up, Sethella? What's up? Hello to everyone that's on my live stream. I hope everyone is having a very awesome Saturday. Okay? It's all pretty here. The birds have been chirping since 1 a.m. I don't know what that's about, but that's a whole huge thing here. Y'all, let me tell y'all something that I'm actually scared to talk about, but I live in an apartment complex, right? And one of the people in the apartment complex that's around me was hearing this noise. And come to find out, like a week later, or a week or two later, which was yesterday, they found this huge no shoulders under the dishwasher, y'all. It was long as hell. I heard it was like tall as me. Like, that's how long it was. And it was a whole bunch of mess going on outside. And so I went outside and I was like, what's going on? And then I just came back in. And then my son came over and he was like, did you hear what happened? And I was like, what? And he told me, and I don't like saying the name. So I say no shoulders. But think about how many animals don't have shoulders. Okay? Think about them who crawl. Okay? That's who I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But I was just like, oh my goodness. I've been like scared in my place, and I'm on the second level. And I'm just like looking around like, it was hard to go to sleep last night. And then come to find out, she was one who would keep her door open, like just have her door open. That's kind of like old school. That's like a country thing right there, right? Like a person keep their door open. Like, it's hot as hell here in Texas, and you got your door open. Like, my door is not opening unless someone's coming in or going out. That's pretty much it. Now, I'm not keeping my door open. This is not the country. Okay, we're not keeping the doors open. So they think that because we stay by a whole lot of woods, that it came from the woods and got in the house. But my son was saying that he saw it, and it actually, to him, he said it looks like someone's pet because he used to have one before. And he said it could have been someone's pet that got out. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like, What's that noise? I'm not playing. When I said my whole yesterday was just like, oh my goodness. Got me watching, okay? Got me looking everywhere. Every door is, I'm like, what's that? It's not funny. Not funny at all. Oh my goodness. I was done. I was like, keeping my lights on. I got to shake my shoes before I put them on. You know, you put your slippers on, and my feet, my toes not out in my slippers. So I'm just like, it's just too much. And then I'm like, okay, I should be good because I'm on the second floor. I should be good. But I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, that was real crazy yesterday. Once I heard that, it kind of messed my whole day up. But yeah, but congratulations to Tasha K. Congratulations to anyone, big up to anyone who has a business that they're starting. Congratulations and big ups to people who are on their path, who are reaching their goals, their personal and professional goals. Big up to you. Big up to you. Because with so much stuff that's going on in this world right here, why not do what you're wanting to do? You know, I always tell people, if you want to like start making content, being a content creator, the only way to do it is to do it. Y'all, I'm gonna get on TikTok after this, but I just got on TikTok um earlier this week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I started my TikTok channel, and I've been just getting so many good responses with that. And like my battery is about to die. I should have had it charging. But so like my YouTube, my TikTok is like, I don't have a lot of followers as of now, but the responses I've been getting have been real good, because I remember looking Wednesday and being like, oh my goodness, no one has watched any of my stuff. Like, what am I going to do? And now I have a lot of response just that quick. Just that quick. Like, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Y'all, please reach your dreams. Okay, why not? Ugh, I can't be the only one here about to be making my millions of dollars just like Tasha K. Okay? It's enough going around for everyone. Hell, they print the money. Okay? They print it. Okay? They don't have to grow it. Even though if they grew it, it'll probably come quicker than it would with them printing it. I don't know. Because you got to be careful about the food. But anyway. But yeah, happy Saturday to everyone. Yes, what's going on today in the YouTube streets? What are you guys up to today? What are you guys doing today? Like, are y'all doing anything? Like, I can't spend any money because I'm on a very tight budget right now. So I'm thinking about all the things next month that I can't wait to do. All the groups that I'm a part of that I can't wait to show my face, let my hair down, and be all out here. Cause next month, June, it's on like popcorn. I'm coming back out, baby. Okay, it's gonna be so great. And then July is my birthday month, so it's okay. It's all right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big things popping real soon. I can't wait. But I'm silly, you guys. What is going on? I hope everyone is having a good day, having a lovely day. Of course, I'm still looking around in here everywhere. Okay, I'm listening out for stuff. Because, Child. Mm-mm. But yeah, that's it. Oh, there's something else I wanted to talk about. Speaking of Tasha K, so yesterday, she does like a lot of people do that. A lot of YouTubers do that. I see they do like a Funky Friday. I think that's what Cam Newton calls his. He does his podcast on Friday, um, Freaky Friday, whatever. They do like a big content or like an hour plus content thing on Friday. So Tasha K usually has hers on Friday as well. And she was talking about what's his name? Shannon Sharp. Yeah. Club Shay Shay. And so she said she got a tip from this lady. This lady contacted her and sent her over a whole bunch of pictures of her man and Shannon Sharp and his barber, his makeup art, his I forgot who that guy is to Shannon Sharp. He used to work with Shannon Sharp. I think he was the makeup artist, or not his makeup artist, his stylist. Maybe he was Shannon Sharp's stylist. Anyway, you will see him like at a whole bunch of basketball games. They used to go to basketball games together. Anyway, the lady sent her some pictures saying that her man was messing with Shannon Sharp and this other guy, and they were pretty much having like a threesome type thing. Okay, sorry about that. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, sorry about that. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh my goodness. Did it come back? Usually when a call comes through, there's nothing I can do. Let's see here. Let me see if I can hear myself. So we be having fun. It's all for you. Tell me I'm the only one. It's all for you. Oh yeah, you can hear me. You can hear me. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Seeing myself on camera is crazy. Okay. It's like, oh my goodness, girl, why you didn't do your hair? But what I was gonna say. What was I talking about? Shucks. That messed everything up. Oh, I could just rewind. Let's see what I was saying. That messed everything up. Yeah. Club Shay Shay. Oh, Club Shay Shay. Okay, so the lady sent, and I think this was just her boyfriend, not her husband. Oh, so this is pretty cool because I could watch subscribers and stuff and see who's on here. It says I have one person watching. Thank you to the one person who's watching. OMG. Let me like it so I can have 4 likes now. But yeah, so the lady sent a whole bunch of pictures and conversations that she was having with the guy who wasn't the stylist or Shannon Sharp, but he didn't respond to her, but she was responding to him. She was messaging him and telling him she was going to put all this information out. So allegedly, I guess they were having like some type of great threesome or something. So, just recently, who was that? K Michelle was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and she was like, "Oh, we want to see you with somebody," and he said Regina Hall. He said Regina Hall, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah," and I was thinking, yes, Regina Hall, you get your chick. Claim your chocolate man, okay? Come and get your man. But after hearing this, it's like, oh, what? Huh. I don't want my girl Regina Hall going over there participating in this type of stuff unless she's into it. Some women are into it. Okay, some women, let's talk about it real quick. I should go get my charger, but I'm gonna wait. But yeah, some women are into being with the guy who they know is by or just straight up gay. Let me get my charger. Hold on, so we can talk about it, okay? Shaking that thing like you never used to. Okay, so a lot of people, male and female, are willing to be in a relationship with someone who they know are of the opposite, who they know are like gay, who don't really want them. Like, I think I would be a good candidate for a guy who just wants a wife. I think I would. I would love that. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Is it charging? Yes, charging. Okay. Have y'all seen the pictures of Tyler Perry and is her name Margot? Margot? Tyler Perry and I think, is it Marlo? Marlo from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Beautiful woman. Gorgeous woman. Tyler Perry, stupid rich, billionaire. Hell yeah, sign me up. Okay? All we got to do is hold hands in public and I could go shopping in Beverly Hills. Okay? I could drive a Bentley. I could drive my own Bentley. I could have some land. Marlo doesn't even have children. I think she does take care of her nephews or something, but she doesn't have children. She has a banging body. She's old as hell. Beautiful woman. Okay. She keeps the surgery and everything. She looks amazing. I could live that life. You say what you want to say. I don't care. I don't care. Wouldn't care not one bit how someone feels about me. Of course, I'm looking, okay? Because I keep swearing I hear a little. So stressful. But yeah, I don't care who will have something to say about me and my man child. Okay, I'll be stunting on them. Stunting. Okay? Banging body. Hair be done. I have a new hairdo every week. And what? You can say what you want to say, boo. We can do an interview. Okay, you'll have to pay me for the interview though. I'll do an interview. Sit right there and let you say whatever it is you need to say. Okay, while I'm sitting pretty over here. But yeah, I'm saying all that to say that, I saw this post on Instagram and it was this guy and this woman, beautiful couple, and allegedly the guy took out his wife because she found out that he was gay. And a lot of the comments was going back and forth. A lot of people were saying how the black community, we don't give people the courage to come out when they're gay. And I do not believe that. I do not believe that. The church is packed with gays, male and female. Okay? And we love them. They're the best choir director. Okay? They sing the best songs. Okay? They preach the best sermons. That was shade. If you don't know, that was shade. to the pastor. That was shade. But I feel like, tell me though, like, I don't know, it's 2026, okay? I feel like this is the time where there's so much going on in the world. You definitely can have the type of relationship you want to have. I mean, that's just known, right? Best hairstylist, most stylists, funny, wealthy, all that. Yeah, you can have whatever it is you want, including the relationship you want. Okay? Like I look at Marlo and I'm looking like, girl, that's T. Is it this or that? I can't remember. I can't remember which one it is. But I know Young Miami did this. She said she clocks it like this, okay? Clock it. But yeah, hell yeah. Sign me up. Okay? Sign me up with a great contract. Okay, I'll be right there. Show up every time. I'll be everywhere, stunning on them. Okay, you hear me clacking down the hallways. Be everywhere he's at. Okay, like the trophy wife. Yes, I could live that life. Okay, just try me out. Try me out. I can live that life. But anyway, like I was saying on Instagram, in the comment section, a lot of people were saying how the black community doesn't support the gay community. And I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I do not believe in 2026, it's a lot of black people who are shunning our gay people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Everywhere I look, okay, I'm seeing gay men and women. They're getting on social media, they're getting like the most posts and support and stuff. So nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And maybe in their community, but to me, that's why sometimes you got to leave your community. You know, like I had to move far away. Now I'm not gay, okay? But it's because I didn't have the support around me to reach my goals. Now, go to Atlanta. That's what Atlanta is for. It's Atlantis. Okay, it's the land of the great. If you're black. If you're black and you're gay, go to Atlanta. Ain't that's what they all do? Right? Go to Atlanta. Why would you be with a woman and you know you don't want this woman and y'all haven't agreed on what your relationship is going to be like? You're going to have problems. It's 2026. You don't have to do that. That's just how I feel. I said it and I mean it. Okay. I feel like you can have whatever. Look at T.I. and Tiny. T.I. and Tiny have been together for years. And we all know that they have brought a third party into their relationships plenty of times. Hell, doing all that, Tiny was still she was able to have a baby. I remember when, what her name is, Harris, Helen, not Helen, it started with an H, the little girl name. Anyway, I remember when Tiny told T.I. that she wanted another baby. And at the time, they were doing threesomes and stuff. So Tiny already knew, shit, all right, boo. Like, you do you. All right. We not getting no divorce, though. You know? She was able to still have her child. Her relationship still popping. Okay. They are couples goals. Okay. Down there in Atlanta. Doing what they're doing. So, like, you can have that type of relationship. Just like I feel like a lot of those preachers at those mega churches, I feel like a lot of them old school women, they know they man. Okay? You know you ain't been intimate with your man in months. Okay? And he in the church. You know who he hang around. He ain't hang around sister, what's Hattie Mae? Nah, he hang around her grandson. Okay, he mentoring her grandson on a regular basis. So you know exactly. Now I know I'm a curious woman. Curious meaning I think a lot. Okay, I'm all like, I have trust issues. I say that a lot on my channel. Okay, so if I know my man is hanging around some guy who is not a blood relative, is not a friend because of the age difference, then I'm thinking in my head, is this nigga? I'm thinking this nigga might be. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to test it out. Okay? Please believe I'm going to test it out. Because that's just me. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to encourage something to go down where them two are together. So if you are my future, if I'm your future beard, you already know. If you don't tell me, I'm going to test you. Even if my man was straight, I'm going to test you. Even if he was straight, I'm going to test you. Now, I'm not saying I want a gay man. Okay, let's clear that up. That's not what I'm saying. And the only reason I would go for that type of deal is if he was super rich. I'm going to be honest. That's just me. You may feel some type of way because I said that. It is what it is. I said it. Okay. But I'm just making that clear. I would prefer a man who's straight who wants me. But I'm saying I would be open to that type of situation. Okay. But anyway, even if I'm in a relationship with a straight man, I'm going to test him. I'm going to test him. And I feel like you should test your person, right? Yeah. I'm going to bring around a beautiful woman, okay? I'm going to put us in a place where you're either going to be looking real hard at a beautiful woman that's in our space, or you're going to be in a room alone with her. And I'm going to be watching. I sure will. Okay. Now, whether it's set up ahead of time and the girl already knows what time it is, or whether I'm leaving you there and then I'm walking away, but then I'm watching or something, or I'm going to set you up. I'm going to just let you know. I do it. I do it. That's what I do. Yeah, I do. And like, I was in a relationship with this guy, right? And I started using his laptop. Okay. And I needed it for school because I was in school because he encouraged me to go to school. So I was like, okay, I need a laptop while I'm at home. So I'm using his laptop and I'm not going into nothing because I'm building trust. Right. So he has to go out of town. And he's like, well, it's a holiday. So he's like, you're not going to really need my laptop, right? And I'm like, oh, I have that project I got to do because I didn't do it. Oh my goodness. Because I didn't do it. I didn't do it before the holiday. So I have to get it turned in so I can get that credit, so I can get that grade, right? So he's like, all right, hold on. So he's like, okay. So he leaves his laptop, right? It's the holiday. Okay. I got plenty of time because he done went out of town. Y'all, I had access to this man's email. So you know how people have accounts, right? And you don't know the password to the account. But if you have the email, you can get in that bitch. He was on every dating site I could think of. And I remember when I met him, he told me that. He told me he was, on a lot of different dating sites. And I was like, okay, all right. I didn't care because I didn't care. Keep it just like that. So, man, I do the password and stuff for all the sites and Facebook, and it was just the Facebook back then. The Facebook and all the dating sites and stuff, and I see all the information. Even the messages he was sending while I was in the account. He came back. I was pissed. I was pissed. I was hurt. But I had to play it smart, right? And so I was still young and dumb at the time, not as mature as I wanted to be at that time. But yeah, I saw that he was setting up shit. He was setting up something for where he was going. And I realized he was nasty. Just nasty. Nasty man. And yeah, I'm gonna set you up. And I feel like you should set your person up though. Why not? Why not? I mean, because a lot of times, and I talk about how, of course, I said how you should be with someone and y'all should be on one accord about what your relationship is going to be, because everybody shouldn't have the same relationship. Everybody's not going to have the same type of relationship. They're not. So, I mean, you have to cater your relationship to what y'all like. And what's going to benefit you, the both of you. So yeah, I'm going to set my person up to see who they really are. Yeah, that's what I do. I do that. I do that a lot. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, with the Shannon Sharp thing, of course, that guy who girlfriend put out that information or gave that information to Tasha K, she probably was doing the same thing. She probably understood the assignment. Okay. She suspected her man was a cheater. She suspected her man was cheating, if anything, because she went in his phone and looked in his phone and found all the pictures of him and Shannon Sharp and the stylist. So she knew something was going on. That's why she started looking. Like I was gonna go somewhere else with that, but yeah, she knew what time it was. She was real hurt though. Seemed like she was real hurt by what she found, and I would have been too if that's not in our agreement. That's not what we're gonna do, and then this is what you're doing. It's like, oh no, guy. Nah, you can't have me out here looking stupid. That's why I gotta test you. So I can know if you're trying to play me, if you're dumb or you're not dumb. Because the smart man would just tell me what he liked from the beginning and see if I like that and then move forward. But a stupid person would try to play you like you're stupid. And ain't too many stupid people. I will say, I feel like a lot of times people get in relationships because they just want somebody. They're not comfortable with being alone. So they want somebody for companionship. They need a person next to them each and every night. And to me, that's desperation. Because you should need to be with yourself first. Once you can master that emotion, you could do anything else. But yeah, that's it. But that's all I have. I know I went left with this conversation on here, you guys. I was talking about Tasha K, then got into relationships and stuff. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back with another video with a different topic. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a lovely and awesome Saturday. Peace. Okay, that didn't work. Peace.